Have you ever wondered why the strongest Uchiha techniques are called things like Amaterasu, Izanagi, or Susanoo? Or why Naruto's story begins with the nine-tailed fox, the legendary Kyuubi? Well, here's the secret. Naruto isn't just about ninjas and battles. Masashi Kishimoto actually pulled a ton of inspiration straight out of Japanese mythology and folklore. In today's video, we're diving deep into the hidden world of mythology inside Naruto and Boruto. By the end, you'll see your favorite anime in a completely different way. So stick around, and of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because every week we explore the myths and legends behind your favorite anime and pop culture. Part 1: The Nine Tails and Kitsune Legends. Naruto's whole story starts with the nine-tailed fox Kurama. In Japanese folklore, there's a mystical creature called the Kitsune, or fox spirit. Kitsune can grow multiple tails. The more tails, the stronger their powers. A nine-tailed fox is basically the ultimate form. Some legends say Kitsune are tricksters who shapeshift and deceive humans, while others say they can act as protectors. Kishimoto used this perfectly. Kurama starts as a destructive beast, but eventually becomes Naruto's greatest partner. Fun fact, in Japanese culture, the number 9 symbolizes completion. Kurama, the Nine Tails, fits perfectly as the ultimate Bijuu. Part 2: Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and Susanoo. Some of the most iconic Uchiha powers are named after Japan's most important gods in Shinto mythology. 1. Amaterasu, the sun goddess, source of light and life. In Naruto, it becomes the inextinguishable black flames. 2. Tsukuyomi, the moon god, Amaterasu's brother. In the anime, it's that terrifying red moon genjutsu that traps opponents in an illusion of torture. 3. Susanoo, god of storms and the sea, known for being wild and destructive but also protective. In Naruto, Susanoo manifests as the giant armored warrior that shields Uchiha fighters. In mythology, Susanoo and Amaterasu clashed, plunging the world into chaos. In Naruto, Uchiha power often causes conflict too, mirroring that mythic sibling rivalry. Part 3: Izanagi and Izanami, Creation and Destiny. Izanagi and Izanami are the creator gods in Japanese myth. Together they gave birth to the islands of Japan and many other gods. But tragedy struck when Izanami died giving birth to the fire god. Izanagi tried to bring her back from the underworld, Yomi, but failed. In Naruto, Izanagi, a forbidden jutsu that lets the user rewrite reality, even cheat death. Just like the god, Izanagi reshaped the world. Izanami a jutsu that traps enemies in a loop of fate, symbolizing Izanami's curse and being stuck in the underworld. Part 4: Rinnegan and Buddhist Philosophy. The legendary Rinnegan Eye is inspired by the Buddhist idea of Rinne, Lunhui, meaning the endless cycle of reincarnation. In the anime, Rinnegan users literally control life and death. The Sage of Six Paths, Rikudo Sennin, also comes from Buddhism, the 6 realms of existence. Hell, hungry ghosts, animals, humans, asura, demigods, and heavenly beings. Each of the 6 paths of pain mirrors one of these realms. Part 5: The Shinigami and the Death Seal. Remember the terrifying Reaper that appears when Hiruzen and Minato use the dead demon consuming seal? That's the Shinigami, or god of death. In Japanese folklore, Shinigami are spirits that lead people to death. Kishimoto designed his version with wild hair and a ghastly mask, straight out of yokai horror stories. Part 6: The Tailed Beasts and Folklore Creatures. Each Bijuu is based on Japanese or Asian mythic creatures. Shukaku, the tanuki, a raccoon dog trickster spirit. Matatabi, Nekomata, a supernatural 2-tailed cat. Isobu, Kappa, a turtle-like water monster. Gyuki Ushi-Oni, a monstrous ox demon. Kishimoto blended classic folklore with modern fantasy design, making each Bijuu unique but rooted in real mythology. Part 7: Boruto and the Otsutsuki clan. In Boruto, the Otsutsuki clan plays a huge role. Their name literally means great tree, tying into Shinto's sacred tree and the myth of the divine tree of life. The clan descending from the sky mirrors ancient Shinto myths where gods came down from heaven, Tensen Korin. It's Kishimoto's way of mixing alien sci-fi with ancient mythology. Extra Part 8, Hashirama's wood style and the sacred tree. Hashirama Senju's legendary wood style, Mokuton, isn't just random. In Shinto, trees are considered sacred, often seen as the homes of spirits called kodama. Many shrines in Japan even worship ancient trees as a direct link to the gods. The whole idea of the god tree in Naruto, Shinju, comes from this same belief, trees as the source of life and divine power. Extra Part 9, Animal Summons and Shinto Spirits. Remember the giant toads, snakes, and slugs? They're not just cool battle partners. In Japanese folklore, animals are deeply tied to gods and spiritual power. Frogs and toads symbolize transformation and luck. Snakes often represent water deities and rebirth. Slugs tie to purification and healing, linked with shrine traditions. Jiraiya's toads, Orochimaru's snakes, and Tsunade's slug aren't random. They reflect each sanin's personality and mythological symbolism. Extra Part 10, The Moon and Rabbit Legend, Kaguya Otsutsuki. Kaguya Otsutsuki, the rabbit goddess, is heavily inspired by the Japanese moon rabbit legend. In folklore, people say there's a rabbit pounding rice cakes, mochi, on the moon. Kaguya is also the name of a famous character in the Tale of the Bamboo Cutter, Japan's oldest folk tale. In that story, Princess Kaguya comes from the moon and eventually returns there. Kishimoto fused both legends, the Moon Princess and the Moon Rabbit, to create Kaguya, the mother of chakra. Extra Part 11, Tengu and the Uchiha clan. The Uchiha's Sharingan design and crow imagery are linked to the Tengu, a yokai from Japanese folklore. Tengu are bird-like or long-nosed spirits, often seen as powerful warriors who live in the mountains. They're known for their supernatural eyes and illusion powers, exactly like the Sharingan's genjutsu abilities. The Uchiha clan's association with crows, masks, and hidden power is a direct nod to Tengu mythology. The Extra Part 12, Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru, the legend of gallant Jiraiya. Believe it or not, the three legendary sanin come straight out of Japanese folklore. There's an old tale called the Tale of Gallant Jiraiya. Jiraiya was a ninja who mastered toad magic. His wife, Tsunade, used slug magic to heal. Their rival, Orochimaru, mastered snake magic. Sound familiar? That's exactly where Kishimoto got the trio's animal summons and rivalry. It's one of the clearest myth-to-anime adaptations in Naruto. Extra Part 13, Kagutsuchi and Fire Techniques. Sasuke's fire technique, Keitan, Kagutsuchi, is named after Kagutsuchi, the Japanese god of fire. In mythology, Kagutsuchi's birth caused the death of his mother Izanami, making him a feared but powerful deity. In Naruto, Kagutsuchi controls the shape of Amaterasu's black flames, deadly and uncontrollable, just like the destructive nature of fire in mythology. And there you have it, 13 mythological connections hidden in Naruto and Boruto. From the Nine Tails Kitsune origins to the Uchiha's godly techniques, the Buddhist Rinnegan, the moon rabbit Kaguya, all the way to the folklore of Jiraiya and even the fire god Kagutsuchi. Kishimoto wasn't just making a ninja story. He was creating a modern myth, layered with centuries of Japanese tradition. That's why Naruto feels so timeless. It's action-packed, emotional, and mythological all at once. If you love this deep dive, don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more, and share this with a friend who grew up watching Naruto. And tell me in the comments, which mythological reference surprised you the most? Personally, I think the tale of gallant Jiraiya connection to the Sannin is just mind-blowing. Thanks for watching, and remember, every anime has a secret myth if you're willing to look deep enough.